Welcome to partialarc.com. Don't do that.
Do you want to hear a story? I'm not letting go.
Are you ready for this?
Follow your heart.
I'm going in!
This is
Blockbuster Smash Up!
Welcome to another episode of Blockbuster Smash Up. I'm your host, Jay Jones, and as each episode, I'll be joined by my co-host, Todd G. Levin, and our special guests as we try to smash one globally accepted good film and one globally accepted bad film into one hopefully cohesive new film for you guys. Hope you enjoy it. With that said, let's meet our wonderful guest, Todd. Who do we have?
Well, over here we've got Mel Marquez.
Yay. Welcome back, Mel!
Famed publicist of Los Angeles, part of M4PR. And someone who's also been a reporter and is also awesome is Casey Leventhal.
I'm honored.
Casey!
I'm honored.
I'm honored to be here.
Well, I'm glad that both of you guys are back.
Yes, thank you for coming back.
Thank you for having us back.
My
Yes.
pleasure.
You're welcome. So, guys, we always kick things off with a personal question. Todd, what is our personal question?
Movie that you never want to see ever again.
Awesome question.
Damn it.
I have a
Okay,
few.
I have one.
Mel,
Yeah.
what is yours?
Mine is Star Wars Episode 1.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah. I'm with you.
Yeah. Sorry.
Is it because of Liam Neeson? Everybody hates him in that movie.
I hated that he died.
Nisa, Liam Neeson. It's like, Liam,
That was it.
get it together, man.
That's exactly it. I can't. No.
I know what you mean.
What
Yeah.
specifically about episode
the
one?
Phantoms, they were a menace.
Is it all the ghosts that end up in that movie?
It's I love the I love the music. I'll listen to the
Duel of the
music.
Fates is a
Duel of the
fun
Fates is
one.
great. There are some parts that are okay. I can't. There's too much fast forwarding through all the Jar Jar stuff that
Is
it
he in the
hurts
first
my
one?
thumb.
I haven't seen him
he
since
is.
theaters, and I
Yes.
prefer to keep it that way.
Yeah.
Casey, what is your least favorite movie?
I saw a movie last year. This is the one that just came to mind. I'm sure that there are plenty other movies, but this is the one that came to mind. It was the Sean Penn one where he's like
I know
an
what you're
assassin or not like it's called like
The Gunman.
I think it's
The
called The
Gunman.
Gunman, yeah.
that movie was so bad. And it was just such a Sean Penn vehicle for like, oh, I'm going to be an action hero just like Liam Neeson is in Taken, but I'm also going to add in all this like environmental advocacy stuff and get rid of corruption in the world. And it's just like,
Do you think
Sean
that was
Penn,
part of his
go take a
contract?
shit, man.
Probably. I mean,
was part of his contract
You know, he
that
had
he
like
can't
probably
go
like
like
I'm
this?
sure because he was an executive producer. on it.
Exactly.
he probably
So-
brought in his own writer and was like, yeah,
Yeah.
we're just gonna tweak a few of these lines,
Exactly.
and whatever.
Where he's like, this is what I want to say, but I don't have the platform to say it because nobody's taking me seriously.
I get
so I'm
script
going to make
approval.
sure I put it
No
in
one
the film.
greenlit my Captain Planet movie, so now I got to
Exactly.
do this.
Is there any way to put Chapo in this? Or no, I'll save that for a live interview with Rolling Stone.
Well, guys,
Wow.
those were the personal questions. Thank you for sharing. And that'll be taking us to our game, Blockbuster Smash Up.
Smash, 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 smash,
Smash, smash, smash up.
All right, this is our game, Blockbuster Smash Up. This is the game where we take two films, one globally accepted good film and one globally accepted bad film, and smasheth them together to create a new film for all of you listeners, and we hope it makes sense.
Correct, Mundo.
Todd, you have the good film this
Yes,
time.
I do.
And I have the bad film.
Yes.
And neither of us know what the other one has.
That's right, and neither do our guests.
Yes. We're all going to learn now, though. All right, Todd, are you ready on the count of three?
Yes, sir.
1, 2, 3. Green
Jurassic
Lantern.
motherfucking Park.
Holy God.
Oh,
Green Lantern in Jurassic Park?
Now, Jurassic Park is different than Jurassic motherfucking Park.
Yeah, actually, let's get a clarity there. I haven't seen Jurassic motherfucking Park. Is that a porn?
Yes.
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 Excellent. I hear good things.
It's like an
It's an-
Edible.
it's an incest porn.
It's an
Ooh,
edible T-Rex. All right. Anyway,
Yeah.
that was like
Well, the
the
show's
weirdest
over now,
joke
so
I think I've ever
done.
made. The show's over now. Go home. Go home. We killed it.
All right, Todd, do you want to share your
Sure.
your tale of Jurassic Park?
Sure, of course. Jurassic Park is the story of a man who has created a working, breathing, living theme park of living dinosaurs. and invites two paleontologists to come and a paleobotanist to come.
Ooh, someone was going to write a really mean comment if you didn't say that.
And a mathematician, I guess, a chaos theorist, but to come on the island.
And a lawyer.
And a blood-sucking lawyer. And a lawyer to come on the island and, I guess, approve it before, do a trial run. And everything goes awry. Basically, all the dinosaurs get out. And, it's a really fun little...
And his grandkids.
Yeah, we got to...
Can't forget
But they're not important. Nobody
We got
cares
the full
about them.
super team. Take that, Guardians of the Galaxy.
So most people have seen it essentially, like, besides the whole, like, really fun dinosaur, people running from dinosaurs bit. There's the paleo people are like a husband and wife, and they don't have kids yet, but the wife wants them, the husband doesn't, and he doesn't like kids. The two grandkids serve as like surrogate kids, and they become sort of a family, and the, blah, 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 blah. I don't know. It's Jurassic fucking Park. You've seen it.
Yep.
It has an amazing cast. It has a John Williams score to die for.
God, Sam Neill's great.
It has like some
Jeff
of
Goldblum.
the greatest special effects that have ever been created. I still think the greatest, the marriage of animatronics and
Really
digital
good practical effects. Those are real dudes in some of those Velociraptor outfits.
A lot of the effects, I still think it's the best, with the exception of great horror films where Rick Baker or someone did like the effects, like The Thing or something like that. It has the best effects work of best digital effects work that's seamlessly blended, the digital with the animatronic and everything. Some fun facts about the movie. Only 14 minutes of the movie contain dinosaurs.
That's amazing.
That's what I love
Of the
about
movie
it, yeah.
Jurassic Park. Only 14 minutes of the film have dinosaurs, which is, I think, the best. It's kind of like a...
it's like a Jaws theory, basically.
It's Jaws theory
He's
put to the
borrowing that
test,
same
yeah.
premise of
And
just like, we don't need to show too much of them.
And in fact, like, he wanted to do something I actually just learned today while I was reading up about it, was that Michael Crichton was experimenting with a screenplay about a grad student who was like playing with genetics, and he created like a dinosaur accidentally or something.
Whoa.
And that was the original inception of it. And then basically that was like an actual screenplay for a movie that he wanted to write. And then...
Can you imagine if we almost got Dino Roommate instead of Jurassic Park? He's just trying to get through college, but his roommate's got different plans. Tim, he just keeps eating all his buddies.
But he can't reach for it because his arms are too short.
I just want to see that movie now. Like, really bad. So Steven Spielberg, who knew Crichton, got word of that he wanted to do this, and then basically like the studio got involved or whatever, and they kind of like wanted him to do this movie, but they wanted it to be Jurassic Park. They kind of came up with this concept, this high, concept deal. And Steven Spielberg was doing Schindler's List. He was prepping Schindler's List.
Very similar films.
Right. And then basically, like, the studio was like, you need to do Jurassic Park because you're, like, the only guy that can do it. The studio said, okay, we want you to do this, important Holocaust movie thing, but we need you to do this first, and then we'll give you the money to do Schindler's List. So it was almost like a bargain.
Schindler's what? What is that movie called again, Todd?
Schindler's List.
Schindler's List?
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
It was almost a bargain with the studio to get Schindler's List made. That's
Wow.
why, like, Jurassic Park
That's crazy.
exists, which is kind of a weird
That's even
concept.
more amazing that
Wow.
Jurassic
Right.
Park made Schindler's List possible. That makes it even better. So, my bad film. Oh, man. Imagine if I had just picked, like, Jurassic World. That would have been great.
That's not universally bad enough.
I know. It's actually universally loved. All right.
Strangely enough.
So, the bad film is Green Lantern. So, the plot of this film is
I know
this.
nothing about this besides Green
Great.
and Ring
Perfect.
and Ryan Reynolds.
And Ryan Reynolds. Well, I'm about to tell you the
Wait,
plot.
do you mean that I actually know more about a film than you do?
Yeah,
In
probably.
your face, Todd.
You know a lot more about certain things.
Certain things.
So the plot of Green Lantern.
Yes.
A young hotshot fighter pilot who doesn't play by the rules is recruited to join an elite force when their best soldier dies, and he is tasked to take his place.
Ew.
I'm talking about Top Gun. I mean,
That's what I was going to
Wait a
say.
second.
Top Gun.
never mind. I mean the intergalactic police force made up of Fish, Bugs, and Mark Strong. The
What?
Green Lantern Corps. So,
What planet are we on?
Earth.
Oh.
A pink alien crash lands on Earth.
Stop. I'm
and
done.
goes
done.
Ring, you must find me the most bravest person on the planet. And
Who
it
is the
does.
fairest of them all? Ryan Reynolds.
Bring
He
me
is
a
the
hot guy. I
fairest.
want a hot guy before I die. And the ring finds Ryan Reynolds and brings him there. And the alien gives him the ring, and it's like, you will be
He's
the
a
new
good guy
police.
or what?
Because he can overcome fear. That's the thing that these all space cops must be able to do.
Space cops, okay.
Yep, he's a space cop.
Got it.
So he gets the ring, and then he travels out into space and meets all the other space cops of the Green Lantern Corps. They train him. They do a montage scene.
So it's like Last Starfighter.
Basically, but all the aliens
But a
again
lot
are not
shittier.
they're not like Star Trek aliens or even Star Wars aliens where they're almost humanoid.
Yeah.
These are some of them are like balls, some of them are tiny bugs. One's like a fish man.
Sorry, balls?
Yeah, like just big balls.
Not those balls.
Not those
All right,
balls.
all right.
No.
There is a man in the
big
movie
gonads.
whose
Bouncy balls,
head
not
does
gonads,
resemble a
bouncy balls.
testicle, though, to be fair.
Okay,
Peter
fair.
Skarsgård plays a character who, by the end of the film, his
Yes.
head looks like a giant
That's
testicle.
right. I forgot
So
about that.
there is balls in this film.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's a police force made up of the weirdest aliens in the universe to
Okay.
protect the universe.
Right. you
After
do.
training, Ryan Reynolds must return to Earth to fight a super evil space cloud before it kills everyone.
You say clown or cloud?
Cloud.
Okay. Big difference.
Yep, big difference. The giant evil clown
I would
would
have
have been
preferred
great.
clown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, he fights Peter Skarsgård for about a minute before the cloud kills him for some reason. It's not really mentioned why. Anyway, Ryan Reynolds cartoon punches the cloud into the sun
What?
and kills him because the sun is basically a supervillain garbage can, apparently, in all films. Yep. What? Green Lantern!
That's why this movie was so bad, huh?
I mean, all of
Yeah.
those reasons is why the movie was bad.
Wow.
Oh, it was also Ryan with his wife.
Yeah, this is actually the movie where Ryan Reynolds met Blake Lively.
Yeah.
She is the female lead of the film. Fun facts about this
Never
movie.
have.
It's directed by Martin Campbell, who's not a bad director.
I don't know who that is.
How about Casino Royale? How about
wow.
How about Goldeneye?
Fuck.
Wow.
How about
You got Casey's number.
Yeah, now you're
GoldenEye is my favorite Bond.
Goldeneye is my favorite Bond as well. So fun fact, Martin Campbell, the director who directed Goldeneye and Casino Royale, weird, hated Ryan Reynolds.
What?
Yeah.
How can
in the
anyone
movie.
hate Ryan Reynolds?
Hated him and like
He's so
fought
charming.
with him all the time on set.
Followed him all the time?
No, fought with him.
Got it.
And the reason why is because Martin Campbell, when he was doing the movie, felt that the only person that could play the role was Bradley Cooper, and the studio just like wouldn't offer him the role, and they secretly hired Ryan Reynolds behind his back.
Oh.
Behind the director's back. Just hired another lead of the movie.
I feel like that was like the least of his problem.
I mean, there was a lot of problems with the movie. Also, fun fact, I mean, the film is bad.
Yeah.
There's a lot of problems just initially with the movie.
Yeah.
But also, apparently, like, so much of the movie was cut out that was actually in there. Like, so many scenes that, like, made things make sense, apparently, in the movie. There's still bad stuff in there. Apparently, like, it got, like, destroyed on the cutting room floor, and, like, they had no say over it. But anyways, also Ryan Reynolds hoped the movie would tank because he did not want to do any more because he hated the director so much. Because he had, the guy hated him every day on set. It's crazy. A sad fact, not really a fun fact. Parallax, the evil cloud in the movie, the villain, his name's Parallax.
You neglected to mention that
His name's Parallax.
That the evil cloud has a name.
Yeah, that's a
and
name.
It's Parallax.
It's the ultimate villain in the movie. It's like
God.
the embodiment of fear.
Can I just ask, is he actually a cloud?
He looks
Or
like
is
a
it-
giant cloud with a face. Now, Parallax, the evil cloud, was influenced. This is what Martin Campbell said. Influenced by the 9/11 attacks, as he's supposed to represent massive dust clouds descending upon the city at the end of the movie.
Wait, I did not know this, and it makes the movie far worse.
It's really why? Why would you do that?
want that?
Don't do anything
remind-
9/11
Don't do that.
related
So
in a movie.
bad.
Just don't do that.
He thought that was a great idea.
Oh, people like fear
Ugh.
Yeah.
and 9/11.
And now I'll leave on a fun fact. For a little while, Eddie Murphy was set to play Jon Stewart, another Green Lantern, in the movie until it was cut from the script. But how crazy would have that been if Eddie Murphy just showed up halfway through the movie?
Wait, he was supposed to play the Green Lantern?
There's a bunch of Green Lanterns. Hal Jordan, which is who Ryan Reynolds played, is
Yeah.
just one of them. Another one is a character called Jon Stewart, and Eddie Murphy, for a while, was set to play that guy.
A character named Jon
Jon
Stewart.
I wonder if they did that because he was Pluto Nash. You know?
Sure. I mean, Pluto Nash is in space. Green Lantern also sometimes
Yeah.
takes place in space. The studio guys, that's not as much thought they put into it.
I thought you were going to make a comment about something with Deadpool and him making fun of the Green Lantern in Deadpool.
Oh, they do. I mean,
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds famously
constantly
hates
makes- yes.
Green Lantern. He
Yes.
hates his time working on it. He hates
Yeah.
the movie. I mean, so much so, like you were saying,
Yeah.
he just in Deadpool he referenced like a really nice jab at it, being like, don't make my suit animated or green.
Yeah.
Great movie, by the way. Deadpool, very enjoyable.
I've got
Loved your Klein in it.
Yay!
Class, this is great.
I've got a cold open.
I do too, so I'd love to hear yours.
I want to hear
Wait.
yours because I've got a plot more than a cold open.
Okay.
I've got like an opening for the plot, but I don't have an opening moment.
Okay, so this would set it in a direction, but you tell me if you want to go this way. We're in a session. We're in a studio session. We're pitching. We got notes. So the movie opens with, people, they're hanging out on a beach. People are getting ice cream cones and, they're having a nice day at the beach.
Right.
Kids are hanging out. Basically, randomly, though, you see like people start like screaming and they look down in the distance, and then out of nowhere you just see a raptor just run by people on the beach, just tearing through, and we get like quick blurs of this raptor as it's like tearing through the crowds, but as like it's chasing something or somebody.
All right.
But it seems like very aggressively chasing one thing. It's not just attacking random people. And then somehow we see this raptor, we hear an explosion around the corner, and we turn and we follow, and we see the raptor is on the ground, hurt. But we see it's not a regular raptor. We see like weird like things on it and like almost like clothes. And like as people come up, the raptor shrinks into like a regular person.
Oh my god.
And like they're like, oh no, and who finds him but Ryan Reynolds? And I don't know who our cameo is for this to be the dying raptor, but he's like, I need you to take up my mantle and join the Dino Corps. The park is in danger. And he touches Ryan Reynolds, and Ryan Reynolds feels weird, and then it just cuts to black.
Okay, I like this opening, except it's not Ryan Reynolds.
Okay,
and Ryan Reynolds isn't there. I think the raptor turns into a human that's dying, says like, to the, what, is it a ring?
Is it Sam Neill? I think he puts something on it. He's got to put maybe a ring on it.
Or just, he just says to the ring, like, go find the one who blah, 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 right?
Yeah.
And then it cuts to black. So we got the same kind of opening as
Oh, wait. No, I have it. It's Sam Neill is part of this raptor thing because he has to do his Hunt for Red October line, I would like to have seen Montana. And then he dies.
All right, yeah.
I love
so it's Sam Neill. So the
Sam
raptor,
Neill,
the raptor turns into Sam Neill.
Green Lantern does open with like an older, experienced Green Lantern dying,
Yes.
and it's Sam Neill.
Cool, it's Sam Neill. So here, okay, so then it cuts to black, and then we open on these paleontologists are like, cleaning bones and everything, and then there's this helicopter that like comes in or whatever. Actually, it's a giant spaceship. It's a giant space helicopter.
I don't know why I felt like that just kicked it up to crazy. I just said that a human, a raptor was chasing people through the streets and turned out to be
turned
Sam
into
Neill.
a human. Yeah. No, it's a space helicopter because
because there's a lot of wind in space.
There's a lot of atmosphere.
You need to push to get through.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, just imagine like a spaceship, but it's got a giant propeller on it.
Well, this is how Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. started, right?
Yeah.
Come on.
But like when it comes
gotta
down
get
the
a
atmosphere,
Marvel.
it suddenly like
they need a
turns on.
propeller. They're like, oh shit, right, atmosphere.
But when it's
good.
just in space, it just looks like
Good thing we
maybe
got this.
it just looks like a one of those little hats.
spinner.
I like how you made this.
Yeah.
I like that you made the spinner on top of your head like you were Inspector Gadget.
And maybe
That's what it was.
maybe because it's a flying saucer, it actually looks like one of those hats because it's got the different colors on it.
Sure.
And they spin around.
They don't know. Those aliens don't know that that's hilarious to us. They think they were like
Totally
our
normal. It's
most
totally normal.
noble prize ship.
The goofy hat.
With all the
Goofster.
colors.
Yeah, the SS Goofy hat. Okay, so anyway, Ryan Reynolds is a paleontologist.
Good.
And-
Already believable.
And this space helicopter comes down, and first of all, everyone's like, "The fuck?" Because it's a giant propeller hat spaceship. He's like, "What the fuck? It's a giant propeller hat spaceship." But then they're
Great
like,
line, by the way.
they're like, "Cover the
believe
work,
he
cover
said
the
it.
work." So they're like covering the all the stuff that they're
Aliens
doing.
hate bones.
That's right. So right before this, Ryan Reynolds is giving like a demonstration to this like little kid who's like, "Those aren't scary," and he's like, "A long time ago."
You look down and like comically, it's just like the most terrifying bone structure you've ever seen.
Or it's just like a really cute like happy face of bones. And then he's like, a long time ago, like, and he gives this whole speech about how dinosaurs, they formed, and some people believe that they evolved into birds and like all this kind of stuff, right? And he scares the shit out of this kid. Then the giant copter hat beanie thing propeller hat comes down, and they're like, cover everything. And then they're like, all right, who's the asshole? who's coming down from space apparently in this
Screwing up our dig.
yeah, screwing up our dig, and it's I guess it's like an alien Richard Attenborough or something like that.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
And basically, I suppose they're just like, you and your wife, Blake Lively, need to come to...
Her name's just Blake Lively.
Would you call it the Dino...
It's the Dino Core.
The Dino Core, yeah. Basically, what in this moment, he's like, all you've like known about dinosaurs is completely false. They're actually from space.
Yes.
They're actually
Honestly, you got
intelligent
there
beings.
right before I did.
Yeah.
So
Dinosaurs are
all
from
the
space.
bones we found on Earth is from a great war
That's
that
right.
happened a long time ago on
And
this
they
planet.
all crashed
They
on this planet
Yeah.
and then died, and so that's why their bones.
Their bones
That's
are
right.
here.
So
it's a
It was
long
a great
time.
war on
The
Earth.
Bible is real. The world is only 6,000 years old.
Yes.
These dinosaurs were here to
coexisted
protect
with
it.
humans.
Yep.
And he's just like,
they spoke. They
"No,
spoke to.
no,
It's not possible.
And he runs away screaming because he like doesn't want to believe that every single scientific fact that he's ever known is
His entire
completely
career, in
false.
fact.
Evolution bonkers.
And
Yes.
and Blake Lively,
Bonkers.
you know, being the paleobotanist,
Bananas.
she's a little bit. I think she's like the Dharma to his Greg,
Okay.
and is a little bit more like, well, maybe it's real, babe. I mean, up until today, I've never seen a helicopter hat spaceship. So who
I'm going to
knows?
say Blake Lively's taken a lot of this in stride.
Yeah.
She's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, she's
She's cool, cute.
She's
cool as a
boinking Ryan
cucumber.
Reynolds. Come on.
That's right.
She's
Right.
got no problems.
has no problems
She's
at
feeling
all.
good about life.
So I think he like goes home and he's like, you know, struggling with this like existential crisis. Like everything he's ever known is like false. And then in his sleep, and he's like, no, it can't be. And then in his sleep, he's visited by this ring. What was it that was like? a thing?
Yeah.
the Sam Neill ring.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
Sam Neill ring.
Should it be a ring or maybe like a magical cell phone or
It's got to be a ring.
like a bracelet?
But it's
maybe
a ring that
or
has
a
to go on
necklace?
his middle finger so he could show everybody, and he has to flip everybody.
Yeah. It
That's all
only
I want.
works.
It
It
only
only works
works.
on the middle finger.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a ring pop.
I like it. The ring pop.
Yeah, it's a magical.
Oh,
ring
you know what it is?
pop.
Dinosaur.
You know what it is? The ring pop is amber with
Hey,
with
That's exactly
yeah,
mosquito in it.
right, yeah.
Right before.
All right.
Got it.
So
Right
it's a
before.
magical.
We're all linked.
Yes.
It's a magical ring pop, which
Yes.
from space, which is already just like, I mean, we
Yeah.
nailed this whole punch up
Yeah.
already, right?
I mean, we're
Smash
taking
Up.
this to the studios right
Yeah,
after this.
exactly.
And I think it comes to him, and it's like,
It'll be better than the original Green Lantern.
Agreed.
I think it comes to him, and it's like floating above his head, and he wakes up, and he's just like, "What the fuck is this? A magical ring pop?" And I guess it's like starting to talk to him or something.
Yeah,
And
who's going to play the voice of our ring?
yeah.
Of
So
our
who's the ring pop?
Samuel L. Jackson.
Fuck yes.
Boom, boom.
Sorry.
Yeah, you nailed it.
Man, you got chosen by the Dino Core. You done put this motherfucking ring pop on your motherfucking middle finger.
Exactly.
And so yeah,
Honestly, it works even more because
works-
it goes on the middle finger.
Yeah, right.
The
That's
only
why.
ring that could only be on the middle finger. It has
That's
to be
why.
voiced by Samuel L. Jackson.
Yes.
Yeah.
Guys, we are crushing
We
this.
are.
That's my badass motherfucking ring.
it's the finger that says "badass motherfucker" on it.
Badass motherfucker.
That's what it says on the
Yeah.
band.
So basically, this magical ring pop has told him, like, no, everything that you've heard is real. And he's like, listen, if you don't believe me, just put me on your little middle finger and I'll show you.
Yeah.
Right?
Because Ryan Reynolds has a little middle finger.
He does.
What? You just said.
Oh, yeah, right. Little. And so he's like, I mean, all right, like, what is there to lose or whatever? And he holds out in this like moment, I think it's like the David and you know, the Sistine Chapel where
Oh,
he's
yes.
like,
With Adam and God.
You know what?
Right,
Yes.
You
Like
know what?
this.
I would have loved
I
to
like
be
it.
on set the day that Martin Campbell was like, "Now this shot, I want it to feel like the Sistine Chapel."
I'm going for
the
Michelangelo here.
The shot in Dino Cores? Yeah. I want it
Yeah,
to
that's
feel like
right.
the Sistine Chapel.
Sistine Chapel is that's what I want it to be with the magical floating ring pop.
That's the metaphor I want to get out of this
Right.
shot.
And so anyway, so the ring pop and Ryan Reynolds meet for the first time, and I think there's like some type of explosion of, you know, awesome.
Yeah.
And what does he see? Where does he go?
Well, the thing is, I
where does
think-
the ring pop take him?
So I think it gives him like the flash because
Yes.
this movie like does a quick exposition dump because like we got a lot to get out of the way, and it's like, but it's all narrated by Samuel L. Jackson, so there's a lot more fucks in the exposition than normal, and it's just basically like a long fucking time ago. there was-
thing you know is wrong. Dinosaurs are here a long time ago. Fucking yeah.
And the thing is, I think it was like the Dino Core years ago were like trying to protect this planet from the evil asteroid
Cool.
that destroyed it and
Yes.
killed all the Dino Core.
Oh yeah, it was trying to like protect Earth.
Protect Earth.
But maybe that was like, from another planet. They just like they it was like a giant slingshot,
Sure.
and they just threw that comet. So
Yeah.
there is another evil planet that's like coming maybe.
When we're gonna figure out very soon what the opposite of dinosaurs are,
Right.
Because they're gonna
That's
be.
what I wanna know.
They're gonna be our villains. What?
Ice Age. It has to be ice.
Are they just ice people?
Here's my favorite part of this whole package so far: ice.
Ice Age?
Dinosaurs, ice.
The Ice Age. Because you had the
Could have
frog.
been anything, and you're like, the opposite of dinosaurs is and will always be ice. Just ice. You know that stage when it's a little too cold for liquid?
Parallax. We have parallax, which is fog.
So it's a giant ice cloud or ice cube?
that freezes them and kills them.
Well, here's the thing.
Listen, it's cold in space.
It's cold. And here's the thing. That asteroid could have just been a giant ball of ice.
Yes.
Oh,
It could have been
That's-
just a giant
yes.
ball of ice. So our villain in this movie is a giant ball of ice.
with a happy face, with a face on it.
Wow. I mean, we're rolling with
And
this.
is the name of this ice guy Parallax?
Sure.
I think it's got to be. Wait, it's almost Polarlax.
Polarlax. Yeah.
Polarlax.
I love it.
Polarax.
Polarax.
Oh my God, wait.
That's actually kind of a cool name.
Yeah.
Perfect casting.
Yeah.
It is Arnold Schwarzenegger playing the Mr. Freeze
Yes.
Nice.
as Polarx.
Nice to see you.
All right, everybody, chill. Cool party.
And you know what? He can say the exact same line from Batman and Robin where he says, you know what killed the dinosaurs?
Ice
The
Age.
Polarx Ice Age.
I'm
It's-
Polarax.
It's
Nice.
almost too perfect.
Yeah.
So,
And it's just got his face like digitally replaced in there.
Yes.
oh yeah.
Like the baby in that kid's
Teletubbies.
show. Teletubbies.
That's right.
Yes.
That's what I'm envisioning.
Yes.
Right. And that's what Mark Campbell was also envisioning.
Yes.
Yep.
I want it to be
Exactly.
as terrifying as the baby son
Yeah.
from Teletubbies.
Exactly.
Correct.
So now that he knows the history that dinosaurs came to Earth to protect Earth from
Ryan
the
Reynolds,
great
right?
Polarax.
Yeah,
Yes.
right.
Played by Arnold Schwarzenegger.
He must now don the middle finger magical floating ring
To
pop to become a velociraptor or a dinosaur of his choice, or just a velociraptor.
Yeah, what dinosaur is he going to be?
Can he
Should
become
be a
any? Is he
T-Rex.
shape shifting? Because I
I
know
like
that's part of
shape shifting.
Actually, that actually is cooler. And to be
Whatever
fair,
works.
Green Lantern's power
This is the
that
only
he
thing
can,
I know about
is
Green
he can make anything out of his ring as like a green construct.
Oh.
So for the Dino Corps,
it's
he
just the ring.
no, the ring can make anything. So
Yeah.
like he can he doesn't turn into anything, but he can make like a giant helicopter made of like green energy. He can make a giant fist made of green energy. He can make a
And it's
balloon
big ol'
made of green
hammer.
It's
energy.
connected to his hand.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
fucking stupid.
Well, I
Anyways.
remember it from Justice League
Yeah.
and
The
like
show.
the cartoon. Yeah.
Yeah, the cartoon. He can make shields and lasers.
I
Anyways,
just don't
doesn't
like
matter.
this character at all.
This works well.
Well, get
'cause
behind it because you're a writer on
You're
it.
right on Dino
Okay,
Corps,
all right, I'm
baby.
getting
so
paid, I'm getting
so
paid.
he can turn into any dinosaur. That's actually
Yeah,
pretty cool.
right.
I'm down with that. So he can turn into a flying. He can turn to a pterodactyl when he needs to fly.
A pterodactyl.
A pterodactyl. He can turn into a T-Rex
Or
when he
a-
needs to like bite shit.
A Dilophosaurus when he needs to
but not
spit
when he
on
wants to
people.
fight because his
Yeah.
hands will be too small.
Yeah, his hands will be too
Right.
small as a
Yeah.
T-Rex.
So, yeah.
So he I think like for comedy's sake, he turns into a T-Rex because he gets really excited.
He
and
gets really
destroys
excited,
it-
yeah.
and destroys his apartment.
And he goes, wait, can I, like, what can I be? He's asking the ring, and he's just like, motherfucker, you can be any fucking dinosaur you want. And then he's like, wait, what do you have in the Rolodex? And he's like, well, we clock the T-Rex over 50 miles per hour. And he's like, you have a T-Rex? You're a T-Rex. I've got a T-Rex. Just a bunch of lines from some Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
And he gets really excited.
So we
and he
want to pay
becomes a-
respect to Jurassic
Yes.
Park.
Oh,
so we want to
of
inject all
course.
of their good moments into this
Of
film.
course,
Yes.
We don't want to steal.
We don't.
But we want to take
Borrow.
liberally without asking.
Exactly.
Yes.
Which is totally fine.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, before we get to that point, I just want to put in for the future.
Yeah, we got to
before I
build a
forget,
franchise.
Is that Samuel L. Jackson before the big finale, the big climax of the film, has to say, "Hold on to your butts,"
Done.
and
That's
that's
amazing.
all. Just to
Casey,
preemptively
if that was the
before
only thing you added, that was enough.
Casey, consider it done. We'll spare no expense.
great. The thing is, I think it's the cheapest thing that we need to do.
We'll spare no expense.
So the science dino that's on the propeller ship is definitely Jeff Goldblum, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, he's got-
Science dino?
The science dino.
Oh my God,
By the
I
way,
love
for the
this
remainder of
movie
this
so
movie,
much.
the remainder
In
of this
space?
movie is going to be in space.
Yeah.
Because they have to go fight a giant space
Right. Cloud.
asteroid.
on
Iceroid.
the,
It's actually called an iceroid.
on the propeller hat spaceship.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which was designed to fight ice. You don't know why, but it was.
So there's
'Cause it's knives.
There's
Yeah, it makes a bunch. It cuts up
Yeah,
ice.
it cuts
And it
through.
has lasers that go pew,
Yeah.
pew, pew, pew.
Wow. All right, so just like Green Lantern, which by like halfway point,
Wait. Do that again.
Pew, pew, pew.
There we go.
you know what, guys?
Sorry.
Cut our special effects budget. Casey,
Casey does.
you're
it.
on board.
wow.
Which,
Sound effects.
ironically, I was about to say is exactly what happens in Green Lantern, because the CGI effects of that movie hit the floor and then dig into the center of the earth. When you get to the halfway point of the movie where he's just hanging out in what I can only imagine is just green screen rooms,
Yes.
like not a single
No.
piece of set in the rest of the movie. There's just... That's what happens. At a certain point, he just walks onto the ship, and for the rest of the movie, it's just dinosaur people.
So Jeff Goldblum, I imagine, is kind of like a mastodon scientist.
Yes. And has to wear those glasses.
Mastodon,
right.
as
Yeah.
everyone knows,
Wearing,
a
like-
popular dinosaur.
Yes.
I just want to clarify for anyone who wants to write an email.
Oh, wait, is a mastodon like
No.
a
They're
mammoth?
giant mammals.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They're big elephants.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They're the woolly mammoths.
Yes.
All right, chill, guys.
Fucking A, Todd. God damn
Maybe
it.
he's like a stand-up stego,
Yeah, I like a stegosaurus.
Yeah.
Really cool.
but like on two legs.
Oh, yeah. They all stand and walk around
because
like
he's got to do
humans.
science stuff. He can't do that while
Yeah.
on the ground. I mean, come
Yeah,
on. What is this? Not space?
That's silly.
Not space dinosaurs?
It's just the movie, the effects budget was so low. They just built one giant prop of a triceratops that doesn't move,
Right.
and they just dub Jeff Goldblum's voice over its face.
And I think
love
he acts in this scene, the Jeff Goldblum stego dinosaur, as the scientist, but also as like the Q from like Bond movies. So he's like giving him, it's just like, oh, this will be your weapons.
Your
for the...
dino cannon. And
Right,
your,
yeah, and he's like
So-
giving him all the stuff, and he's telling him what he needs to do. And this is going to be like his first friend.
Yeah, Jeff Goldblum and Ryan Reynolds is the perfect team up, with also Samuel L. Jackson chiming in randomly in the movie.
This is the best movie, though.
Guys, this is
Yes.
so good. Okay,
What happens?
so Jeff Goldblum has to have a plot. This is the finale, because the so what has happened is
let's skip all the way to the finale.
after the polar.
Green Lantern that doesn't
like
have
it does.
a plot.
It does.
Yeah.
It skips right to the end. They're like, oh
Everything.
shit, that cloud has to attack the city.
Now.
Here's a ring.
Let's
It
do
can
it.
do some cool shit. Now let's go destroy that
Take it.
asteroid.
Yes.
See that cloud? Fuck that cloud. We're gonna kill it.
We're gonna fucking kill it. It sounds
So
like
basically,
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
so the mythos here is when Polarax hit the planet and killed everybody. It's slowly over years and years. All the water's been evaporating up into space, reforging
Oh, cool.
the asteroid, the iceroid for years.
And it's been hiding on the dark side
It's been
of the
hiding
moon.
the dark side of the moon.
Right.
Nice.
And
Good
Jeff
reference.
Goldblum's like, years of research, I found that the opposite of ice is actually the sun, because it is very hot and ice is very cold. And we're like, thank you, Jeff Goldblum.
Thank you, Jeff Goldblum. He's like Captain Obvious.
Yeah. It's like he is our greatest scientist.
Yes.
But so their mission is almost like Armageddon style. The iceroid is so much speed. It's gonna go directly at the Earth. The Dino Corps have to get onto the asteroid and like blow up something to set it off course towards the sun. But they only have a small amount of time because Polarax has reformed again, and Polarax is on a collision course for Earth.
Good luck, Dino Core. I hope you don't get cold feet.
Oh yeah. While they're on Polarax, it's just constant
Just
ice
puns, puns,
constant.
puns, puns.
It does not stop. So basically, the movie culminates. Can you imagine walking into the theater in the final act of this film?
Yes.
And it's just a tight shot of a bunch of dinosaurs with science equipment digging
And,
into an
and
ice
guns and like
asteroid.
uniforms. Yeah, and then
Yeah,
like
let's go over there.
and like there's digging into a giant ice sheet, but it has the face of Arnold Schwarzenegger, and sometimes it
I
says
don't want
things.
to close my eyes. Just dinosaurs digging into the asteroid. I don't want to fall asleep.
Is it cold in here? Because you're about to freeze.
So in one final moment, I think, just like Armageddon, he has to stay and detonate it remotely. And they're
Right.
like, we don't even know you,
Wait.
so we're going to fucking leave you on this
That's
ice
also
asteroid.
Independence Day, right?
Oh, yeah.
Jeff Goldblum again.
Why not?
Whoa,
Why not?
Jeff Goldblum's everywhere.
He is everywhere.
is.
So Ryan Reynolds' character must stay on the iceteroid, and he has a nice heart-to-heart with Polarax right at the end, and he has to blow it.
I guess you did not get cold feet.
Oh,
stayed.
God. And
Cool.
he blows it. It launches him off into space. Polarax goes into the sun. But this is all leading up to our second film, because he's floating out in space now.
You're right.
And when we think he's dead, we go through the credits, and then post-credits, he crash lands on a planet.
So wait, before the credits happen, the ice Polarax has like gone
He goes into the sun and
Our
dies.
hero is just kind of floating in space.
Yeah. Well, we think he's died. They're all the dinosaurs are on planet. The dinosaurs are like talking to the mayor. The mayor's like, I don't know what the fuck is going
Blake
on.
Lively's looking, and she's like,
Where is he?
no. And then they're like, sorry, ma'am,
He didn't make it back.
he didn't make it.
Of course, this is like a giant pterodactyl delivering these like
But
heartwarming lines.
Here's an honorary Dino Core pin.
There you go.
Just pins it right on her like shirt there. She's like, I don't want this fucking pin. Where's my husband?
Yeah, and they have a
My
ceremony
paleo
for him.
husband.
But like they don't use his face; they use the dinosaur face of him for some reason.
The many faces.
Many faces of Ryan Reynolds and
Ryan Reynolds.
and
Dino
like.
Core.
And we go through the credits, and as the credits rolling, we're like, "Wow, they killed him!" And you start to like hear in the distance, you hear like Samuel L. Jackson's like voice coming through the credits, like, "Yo, Ryan, motherfucker, wait,
Motherfucker, what the fuck up?
And then it just suddenly cuts back in, and he's like going through the atmosphere on a planet. It's like, you gotta wake up, motherfucker! And he wakes up and he hits and he crashes onto a planet somewhere. And where are we? He stands up and looks around.
And everyone's an ape. And he's like, and then there's like a giant, maybe he's like the Twin Towers, but they're broken on the beach. And he's like, they blew it up! God damn it, they blew it up, blew it all to hell.
What?
So the next movie is
It's
a
gonna
hybrid
be a
between
Green
Dino
Lantern.
Core, the Dino Core movie, the Green Lantern, Jurassic Park, and then Planet of the Apes. But now it's Planet of the Dino Apes or something.
But the planet is Pluto, because we need Pluto Nash to come in to
Dank.
make an appearance.
Yeah, and it's all about how Pluto was
Yes.
demoted as a
Exactly.
planet and now gets to come back
Yes.
as the real
It's
ninth
a
planet.
really good
It's revenge.
scientific community movie.
That's right, yeah. And that's the sequel.
And
Wow.
the poster for this is that
Yeah, what's the-
that dinosaur skull, but flipping off everybody with
Oh,
the
yeah.
ring on its
with the
finger.
ring, and the ring's face is
Yes.
Samuel L. Jackson
just
also
like,
flipping you
motherfucker.
off.
Yes.
And the movie, I think it's just got to be called Dino Core.
Yeah.
course.
Yeah, I think Dino Core is the
course.
best.
I mean, that's what it's going to be called. What's the tagline for this movie?
God.
No, I think it should
That'll be
be
there's a
Samuel
sub
Jackson's
tag.
line. This is the badass motherfucking ring, motherfucker.
Motherfucker,
And
you're
it
gonna love this ring.
just has a little picture of Samuel Jackson's face just spewing
Coming out
those
of the
words.
thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Dino Core.
The poster, I imagine, I think you've got these like dinosaurs in like a really cool V formation.
Yeah.
But they're on hind legs and they all are wearing like uniforms.
and they've got, like,
and they have like cool guns
and stuff.
and ring pops.
Ring pops on each, all amber.
yeah.
And in the distance,
We should have the Arnold
in
Schwarzenegger.
the distance is a giant ice asteroid with just Arnold Schwarzenegger's face on it.
Yeah.
And it just looks like if
But like the face he makes in Total
Right,
Recall where he's
right.
like screaming.
If the
Yeah.
It's
poster,
just that.
If you could hear the poster, the
and I'm gonna tell you his fucking
his
spine.
If you could hear the poster, the asteroid would be saying, that's what it would sound like.
Yes.
I'm coming to eat you.
This is an audio poster.
If you could hear,
Oh.
the
You know,
poster.
actually, Dino Core makes the leap because a lot of the newer posters are visual moving posters.
Yes.
That's right.
We have the first audio poster. And
So
it's-
when
and it's
everybody
just that sound,
so when somebody passes by, it automatically
it just
screams
screams
at them.
at you.
And then it has little Samuel Jackson on the bottom screaming out.
It's like-
it's
Yeah.
saying. What is he saying?
This is my badass motherfucking ring, motherfucker.
There you go.
And people will stop and they will look at it and they will go,
dinos in space.
I have to see this movie.
This
Or
is
they'll just
a
say,
movie.
I mean, I don't think I have anything else to do this weekend.
Let's get high and see this movie.
Want to see the new Mark Campbell movie,
Yes.
Dino
Dino
Core?
Core.
Dino Core. Oh my God. Wow. Well, thank you guys. That was our smash up.
Yes,
And that'll take us into our game, Marry, Fuck, Kill.
Marry, fuck, kill.
Marry, fuck, kill. Marry, fuck, kill. Marry, fuck, kill.
All right, this is our game, Marry, Fuck, Kill. This is the game where Todd will name 3 movies.
Yes.
We'll decide which movie we have to marry, which movie we have to fuck, and which movie we have to kill.
All right, this week we're going with classic monsters.
Ooh.
So monsters from classic creature features. And we've got King Kong, Jaws, and the king of all monsters, Godzilla.
Oh, boy.
So we got to fuck or kill or marry these monsters.
Or the movies. Or the movies they are in.
Yeah, or the movies, but
you wanna be
I just
lame
really want
about
to talk
it.
about fucking monsters.
Okay, cool.
You want to talk about fucking monsters
Yes.
or fucking?
Are you Samuel L. Jackson?
monsters?
both.
Does
Okay,
anyone have
so-
theirs?
So Godzilla.
Godzilla, King
Godzilla,
Kong,
King Kong, and Jaws.
and
Jaws.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Trying to think of a better qualifier that doesn't involve me being like, which monster would I fuck?
That's my first question.
Like, Jaws has got a lot of teeth. That's gonna be a bit of a deal breaker.
Excellent. This is what
I was
this is why this is a thing.
You know what? I can go first. I already
right.
know right away.
Yeah, all right.
I mean,
He's
actually,
the closest thing to being a primate.
now
Exactly.
that I think about it, okay, I would definitely marry King Kong.
Yeah.
Because King Kong is going to take care of you. I mean,
Right.
like, he takes care of her in the movie.
He's gonna protect you.
He's going to take me to cool spots. Like, he's going to take me to the top of the Empire State Building. I've never been that high. I
Right.
mean, you go to the top floor, but you don't get to be at the very top.
He's gonna defend you from things like
From planes.
bullets.
Yeah, and bullets.
And planes.
He's going to take me ice skating.
and 2 Tyrannosaurus Rexes.
Yeah, I mean, he kills dinosaurs.
With his
he would
bare
kill them for
hands.
me, which is pretty awesome.
Giant alligators, if you go with the Peter Jackson version, of giant
Yes.
spiders and,
And
other
if
insects.
we ever go home to meet his family, tropical vacation. So really nice, not bad.
Didn't
So-
think about that.
So King Kong for me, for sure, for Mary. I'm gonna fuck Godzilla because that's a great story.
and he'd brawl with you pretty hard.
He
you know what
would.
I mean, every time you fuck Godzilla, you're
real
gonna get
tough.
into a really fun matchup. you know?
I could dress up like Mothra. I'd be like,
Oh.
honey, you want me to dress up like Mothra tonight? And
That's
he's
right,
Like,
you can get
"Brr." I'm like,
into-
that's right. You don't speak English. You're a monster. And
You can get into like a little role playing.
yeah, it'll get really kinky with the
That's
whole
right.
Mothra outfit. And then and Jaws, I'm just gonna kill it because it's a shark. It's a shark, and,
And it won't
there's
fucking
no,
die.
There's no way that I could possibly imagine how that would work out positively for me.
I know.
A lot of teeth on Jaws. A lot of teeth.
I don't even know where you would feasibly.
No. Sharks don't reproduce, fun fact. They actually are formed out of fear. Every time you're scared, a shark just a shark is just born.
Okay, wait.
Mel's got hers.
I have mine.
She's gonna fuck
So,
that shark.
I am.
Here we go.
Because sharks have 2 penises.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right?
There we go.
If I was into that,
Discovery.com.
I would also fuck that shark.
Discovery.com. Fun fact, sharks have 2 penises.
Wow.
By the way, it is a fun fact. I'm
Nice.
sticking with the Mary King Kong because, yes, the
I
whole
mean-
protectiveness, closer to primate.
But you're gonna
Everything
fuck that
like
shark.
Totally fuck that shark.
Oh.
Double dick.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
And, well, if King Kong is protecting me, he's going to kill Godzilla.
Oof.
Is he
For
though?
me.
We'll
Is
see.
he though?
We'll see in a
He
few
will.
years
King
when that
Kong
movie
versus
happens.
Godzilla.
He will.
Is
It's gonna
he
happen.
though?
He will.
Godzilla never dies. That's
It's true.
why they
He
call
only
him
gets hit by
Godzilla.
nuclear
Then I'll
bombs and then
kill
goes to
Godzilla.
sleep.
Okay.
I'll kill Godzilla.
That's true. You
for
know what?
him.
I actually believe that one.
Yeah.
Twas Mel that killed the beast.
It was.
Well, that's the thing. King Kong and Godzilla were hanging out a little bit too much. They were fighting, quote unquote, and Mel got a little jealous.
I did.
Ripped
I
Godzilla's
did.
face off.
Nobody takes
You know,
my
you kind
man
of
as
want
a
to
friend.
be in the middle of that. That you want to be fought over like
Exactly.
that with those two.
A little bit. And then
Yeah.
I'll just get my 2 dicks on the side.
Yeah. So Todd or Casey, do you have yours?
Do you have yours, Case?
I do. I think I believe I have mine.
What is yours?
I actually would also fuck Jaws, mostly because I think, but not just because of, not the monster. The monster that I would not want to.
Ooh.
But just having somebody tell me, I think we're going to need a bigger boat during sex. It's just a great moment.
We're
I
gonna
have
need a
no
bigger
idea
boat.
what that connotation is.
but it sounds
But it
like it's
works.
good for me.
Sounds
Yes.
sexy for me.
Thanks, babe.
I love
Thanks
it.
for
Thank
the
you.
compliment.
Cool.
I like being talked up.
Just
when
so
we're having
happens I
sex.
have a 120-foot yacht right over there.
Hell yeah.
I guess in that reality, I'd like to fuck the shark too if I had a yacht.
Yeah. Get a bigger boat.
Hey,
Damn.
Jaws comes with a yacht, man.
I think I would marry Godzilla because of
Ooh.
all the different locations that he shows up in the various movies.
He is well traveled.
He is well traveled.
Yeah.
And I would like to travel the world with my significant other.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
And unfortunately, I'd have to kill King Kong.
The
That's
closest
right.
primate to you.
Fun cameo. Casey was in one of those propeller planes in that King Kong Peter Jackson movie. So
You
that-
dick.
You son of a bitch.
I think I'm gonna also marry Godzilla.
Now why?
Because Godzilla is the king of the monsters. I also have the closest relationship with Godzilla. No, I think I'd marry Godzilla because I love Godzilla. I think he's always gonna. First of all, he may not always be there, right? Because he kind of goes away sometimes, and then like he's gone for a while, right? But that's okay.
Going to
because
the store.
He's kind of like
I'm going out for some milk.
you said that 7 years ago.
New York is
Babe, I
destroyed.
saw you on the Japanese news. What? No, that wasn't me.
Babe, wasn't me. Babe, that wasn't
That wasn't
me.
me.
No, but he might not always be there, but I know he's always like thinking about me, and he'll come for me and just destroy like everything in his path
In the
to
bedroom?
get there. And whenever there's like, something in the way, he'll always like, save me from it, right? So if there's like a giant moth or like a mecha version of himself,
He leads an interesting life.
he leads a really interesting
Not
life.
a lot of monsters fight robot versions of themselves.
He's a jet setter, and I think that's really sexy. I think that's really
Some
cool.
would say he's the king of the monsters. Some would say.
because he is. I am going to fuck King Kong
Ooh.
because
Make
I kind of
Godzilla
like.
jealous?
I kind of like, well, a little bit, yeah. Like
There
when
you go.
Godzilla's gone, I'm just be like, dude, what the fuck? I'm just gonna like take a vacation, cool off, go to Hawaii, fuck a giant ape, and then come back. No, but it's like a really cool like vacation destination. Skull Island. It's a really fun.
It
place.
is, yeah. I think it's one of the new Disney properties. They have
Right.
like Ulani on a neighboring island, and then they have Skull Island. Not so popular Skull Island.
Yeah, not as much.
Not as-
yeah, and then because I just think that would be really fun. And yeah, Mel, he's got really big hands.
Yes.
And he
I
beats
like
his
that.
chest.
He does.
He does.
And
He's got a tight chest, that King Kong.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and those nips. Talk about.
The major selling point.
Yep.
Is it cold in here?
And then I definitely would kill Jaws at that point because that shark won't fucking die. Every single movie, it's
He
like,
does
I'm
come back a lot.
So you're not really killing.
It's like, oh, it's my mom or whatever. Just kill the whole fucking family, man. Just like whatever. I don't know.
Stop the lineage.
Just raid that shit.
Michael Caine is in the fourth Jaws movie?
I did know that.
So random.
Yeah.
Really?
He has some weird choices.
You're only supposed to blow the bloody shark off.
And with that,
Guys, thanks for coming on the show
yes, thank you very
and
much.
fucking
Mel,
monsters
Casey.
and making, the next Jurassic World sequel. I'm really excited. We got to take this to the studio.
Dinosaurs in space. It's going to be a big one.
Bye, everybody.
And there's a sequel.
Planet of the Dino Apes.
Thanks for listening. I hope you learned a lot about asteroids and shark penises. And if you're enjoying the show and you've got a second or two, a quick rating and review on iTunes would be amazing. Or you could share the show with a friend. Either way, we really appreciate the support. And as always, we'll be posting a new episode every other week. And if you'd like to download more episodes or check out other similar podcasts, well, head over to partialarc.com. That's ARC with a C. Of course, you can email us any questions at blockbustersmashup@gmail.com or follow us on Twitter and Instagram at partialarc. If you'd like to hear more from Casey Leventhal, you can do that on Instagram at CaseyIsCool. And if you want to follow up with Mel Marquez, you can do that on Twitter and Instagram at M4PR_Mel. That's MEL. And be sure to follow Todd on Twitter and Instagram at TG11. Thanks for listening, and see you on the next episode of Blockbuster Smash Up.
Let's go home.